Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna do a little first impressions. I bought a bunch of new makeup and I just really wanted to test it out for you guys. So we're definitely gonna have some fun with that. And I just kind of wanted to mention like real quickly that I am so thankful for you guys, and just like I don't mention it enough, definitely, that like I appreciate you guys and just for supporting me. And like also like I just hit 3,000 subscribers. I know it definitely, in like I guess retrospective things, like there, you know, there's our other YouTubers who have like 100,000 or a million or millions of subscribers, and you know, my little 3,000 subscriber doesn't seem like a lot to a lot of people, but to me, like that's a lot of people. So I just definitely wanted to kind of, you know, show my appreciation and just come on here and thank you guys, because I know I don't say it enough, but I want you to know that I, you know, just thank you for supporting me and watching my videos. It truly means the world to me that you would actually want to watch me. So anyway, I really wanted to mention that. I am going to stop rambling now. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into the video. So the first thing that I'm going to be testing out today is the new, well, kind of new Maybelline 24-hour foundation. Now I have mine in the color 130 Buff Beige. This is probably a little bit too dark for me, but we're gonna roll with it today. Hopefully it'll work. So what's really nice about this foundation is that it does have a pump. I'm sure we can all appreciate a pump in a foundation. So actually I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. Actually, that doesn't look that dark. So with this foundation, I'm going to use my beauty blender. This is just what I always use. It's my tried and true. I love beauty blenders. So I do have some redness on my face, so we're definitely going to put this foundation to the test, see if it will cover everything. So far, I feel like this has a really healthy finish. If you guys can see, it does have that kind of dewy glow to it, which I really do like. And honestly, I feel like it's showing up a little bit more dewy on camera than it is in real life. I feel like this could definitely be classified like as a satin, yeah, like definitely a satin finish. It's definitely not matte, but it's not full on dewy. Just for the heck of it, I am going to go ahead and put on not really another whole layer, but I am going to go over some areas that do need a little bit more help. And truthfully, it did cover all the redness. It really doesn't need help, but I do just kind of want to go in those areas just to see how it layers. This definitely works well with layering. The finish is really pretty. It's not too dewy, so I'm thinking for my oily skin, it's gonna work out really well. I am going to go ahead and move on to concealer. For concealer today, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, and I just feel like everyone has been raving about this and saying that it could be even better than the Tarte Shape Tape, so I'm really excited about this. Also, I did get mine in the shade C3. Definitely going to conceal underneath the eyes. You know, I could definitely see where people kind of compare it to the Tarte Shape Tape, because it does have a big kind of applicator like the Tarte Shape Tape, and it almost, the consistency almost feels very similar, but this one feels a little bit more liquidy, more hydrating. For me, the Tarte Shape Tape is just a little bit too dry. Quite honestly, not the biggest fan of Tarte Shape Tape. I know that makes me super weird, because I know like the whole world loves Tarte Shape Tape. That just like kind of so easily blended into nothing. Alright, Makeup Revolution, I see you. I see you. The one thing I do like about my Shape Tape is that it does have a very brightening effect, and I also feel like this has a nice brightening effect. Now, definitely something I want to mention is it is settling in my fine lines in my little crease areas, but that's nothing new. And quite honestly, I feel like the Makeup Revolution is settling into my fine lines a lot better than my Tarte Shape Tape would, because the Tarte Shape Tape is definitely like more dry, so it's, you know, kind of enhances those fine lines a little bit more. So far, loving both the foundation and concealer. Like, I just feel like I feel like it looks so good. I'm so excited. So to set everything, I'm just going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This is in the shade 10 Fair Light. Now that we have our base on, I'm going to go ahead and contour. So I'm going to be using this Ulta Beauty Contour Kit. I heard about this actually from Casey Holmes, and she has said definitely a few times that this is just a good, nice contour kit to have, just a good staple, good formula. So I definitely wanted to try it out myself. So I'm going to be taking Warmth bronzer, which is this middle shade right here, and just go ahead and bronze up the face. So far I feel like that blended really beautifully. I really don't feel like I have any patchiness at all. Just a really nice formula so far. So to deepen up the contour, I'm going to go ahead and I might use golden bronzer, which is really dark, but I think I'm going to use a very light hand. Just a tiny bit of that. And actually, like, that little bit was just enough, and then just keep buffing it out. Alright, so I'm actually really impressed with that. Hopefully it's, you know, showing up as nice as it does in person, because I feel like it looks really beautifully blended, and, you know, I had absolutely no issues with it, you guys. For the cheeks, I have another new fun product, and that is the Morphe 8 Warm Palette. So I actually think I'm going to mix a little bit of Sweet, which is this top shade right here, and Goals, which is kind of like this bright pink. The brush I'm going to use for that is this Wet n Wild blush brush. Really nice pigment so far. Love it. I think those applied beautifully. I really like that tone of pink. I think that's so pretty. And they also do have some kind of topper shades. They are a little bit shimmery, if you can tell. So we have Babe, Witty, and Beat. Those are like kind of the topper shades to your blushes. I believe those were $20. I will have all the prices up on the screen as I talk about them too. If I do forget, I'm so sorry. I will have them down below. So the last face palette that I have is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. I thought that this looked really pretty. I believe this was also under 20 bucks, which I think is a really good deal. And it does come with a little brush, which is so cute, and it's actually like not bad quality at all. Like, it's actually really soft. Okay, so I just swatched those, and these are the 3 shades in the palette. Hopefully you can see these kind of well. So this is the Goldie shade in the palette, the pink tone, and kind of the pearl tone. Since you guys know one of my favorite ways to apply highlight is with a beauty blender, that is what I'm going to do today. And like I said, I'm just gonna go in with this kind of pearly shade right here. That's the first one in the palette, and whew, oh my gosh, that looks so pigmented. So I'm just going to first put that on the cheekbones. Okay, do you guys see this? Holy crap. Okay, so that's actually like a really frosty white. I might actually kind of grab a little bit of that gold and kind of mix those two together, because that's almost a little bit too frosty for me. I'm gonna try it mixed on this side, and it's definitely better. As you guys can see, this highlight is definitely intense, and I do like it, but I do feel like I just wish these shades, the tone of each one, were just a little bit different, but they're not bad. One of the very last things that I'm going to test today is the Makeup Revolution SophX Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. I've heard good things about it, and I wanted to try it myself, definitely. So this is actually like a really nicely packaged product. I feel like the packaging is super cute. This is the front, has that gold reflectiveness on it, and I think it's really cute. Warm tones and kind of color in there, but also it's pretty neutral, but like with just pops of color. I think the first shade I'm going to use is this one called Iced Coffee, right at the top, and then probably go in with Cup of Tea. Let's see how this applies. I really hope it's good. I believe this was only 15 bucks, you guys. Like, I think that's an amazing price point. Like, this has 24 shades, you guys. That's a lot of shades. So that's actually blending out really well, and I'm liking the pigment so far and the blendability. So like I said, I'm just going to go in with Cup of Tea, which is that more kind of warm brown, and just also work that into the crease. So I think I'm going to go in with the shade Pug, which is this shade right here. Now I really want to go in with this shade right here, and that is called Sparks Fly. And I'm just going to use my finger because I have the best luck with just using, you know, shimmer shades with my finger, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. It's not as intense as I'm liking, so as you can see, I'm really packing that shade on. Now I'm going to go in with this green shade in the palette, and that is called Pine Tree. It looks like the same kind of finish in as the one we just used, that gold one. Swatch is amazing, like that looks beautiful, but I don't know, not sure how it's gonna apply to the lid. The shimmers are not as intense as I was hoping for. I'm gonna try it with a wet brush real quick and see how it applies. I feel like you just really have to keep going in with you know, wetting your brush, and you know, you really shouldn't have to do that. So that is definitely something to note about this palette, at least the kind of shimmer shades. These right here, which are, let's see, Pink Champagne, Grow Old, these look more chunky and more glittery, so I don't know how those will apply, but let me actually just swatch them really quick. Honestly, they feel about the same, like they apply about the same way. Nothing too intense, so definitely go in with a wet brush if you are going to be using these shimmery shades. So definitely that's unfortunate, but we'll move on. So now I'm going to use this kind of chocolatey brown right there in the palette, and that is called Mug Cake. I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush and pack that on in the crease just to deepen up this look a little bit. So I'm going to go in with Cup of Tea and this brown one I just used, which was called Mug Cake, and put that on my lower lash line. Yeah, I definitely love these mattes in here, you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and put some liner on, mascara, and I will be right back. Everything is looking really nice, and honestly, let's see, I'm going to go through everything real quick. So concealer, oh my gosh, I love that concealer. As for the foundation, I can see right in my little creases right there, it's definitely wanting to break apart, and that's, you know, that's definitely not good. But other than that, honestly, like, it's not really settling into my fine lines anywhere else, like just that crease in the nose. But honestly, other than that, like, I think the foundation looks beautiful, and the concealer, I love that concealer. I can definitely tell that this is going to be a go-to for sure. The Ulta palette, girl, if you're looking for a contour palette, definitely pick up the Ulta one. That one is so good. Absolutely no complaints. Zero, nada. And the highlighting palette, pretty good. Might not be for everyone. Then the Morphe blush palette, definitely also really nice. I really like it. I truly just don't really have anything bad to say about it. Definitely the only thing in this first impressions video is the eyeshadow palette, and you know what, like, overall I think it's a really good eyeshadow palette because the mattes blend so well, and there are a lot of mattes, but there are a lot of those shimmer shades as well, and those just didn't really pop, you know, didn't give me that kind of pop that I really wanted. I would say if you're a makeup collector like me and you already have a lot of, you know, makeup and eyeshadow palettes in general, then I don't think that this is worth buying. It's unfortunately, it's definitely nothing amazing. So anyway, like I said, for the most part, I actually really loved everything. Only thing was the eyeshadow palette that I was iffy about. So overall, I would definitely rate this as a successful first impressions. And yeah, I'm happy with the way things turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love testing out new products for you guys. I have been babbling for like the last 30 minutes, so hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely give it a like if you did. Don't forget to turn those post notifications on and subscribe for more of my videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!